Dear friends, welcome once again. Our reflection today is from the book of Daniel, chapter 7, from verse 2 to 14. The terrifying vision of the four beasts coming out of the sea, of the little horn that spoke arrogantly, of the ancient one enthroned in the glory, and the Son of Man coming on the clouds of heaven. Friends, Daniel's image of the four beasts offers a sweeping view of world history. Scholars generally agree that the beasts represent four successive pagan empires. The stately winged lion represented the Babylonians, the voracious bear the Persians, the swift-winged leopard the Medes, and the horrible monster, unlike the rest, represented the Greeks. After describing the havoc which the four beasts could wreak on the earth, Daniel described a vision of heaven. With majestic splendor, God, the Ancient of Days, takes his throne in the midst of his court. His solemn dignity shows that he is above the raging of nations. One like a son of man approaches him and receives dominion and glory and kingship. From that moment, God restores the fortunes of his people who have suffered so unjustly under the oppression of the four beasts. The church traditionally associates the Son of Man with Jesus. Jesus himself claimed to be Daniel's Son of Man when he answered the high priest at his trial. You will see the Son of Man seated at the right hand of power and coming on the clouds of heaven. Matthew chapter 26, verse 64. Jesus' promise of an everlasting kingdom gives us hope as we wait for his second coming. Throughout history, both Jews and Christians have understood Daniel's vision to be a depiction of the end of time. Even though four specific pagan empires are depicted, the image of God's victory over despotic world systems has universal application. We long for the day when God will right all wrongs and share his eternal kingdom with his faithful people. The story does not end in vengeance, it ends in glory. Even though the horrible beast is killed and the other three beasts lose their power, the main point of the story is not punishment, but the reign of God's people in glory. Friends, in fact, God's people receive practically the same blessings that the Son of Man receives: kingship and dominion and greatness. Daniel chapter 7, verse 27. This is our hope in heaven, to share in Jesus' blessings as children of God. Romans chapter 8, from verse 14 to 17, and 1 John chapter 3, verse 2. We can rejoice with the same hope that the fathers of the church often repeated. What greater favor could God bestow on us than to make his only Son a Son of Man, and every son of man in turn a son of God? St. Augustine. Let us pray. Father of eternal glory, you sent your Son, Jesus Christ, to be the Son of Man. By his precious blood shed on the cross, he has made us sons and daughters of God. Grant that we may express the significance of this sacred mystery through the life we live on earth. Amen. Thank you very much, my dear friends, for listening and for subscribing to this channel. But if you have not subscribed, please do subscribe. God bless you.